saw Travis Scott crying. Pusha T was like,
Nice. Ooh.
All right, bro.
Smoke. So let's be honest. Will Travis clap back? Hell nah.
As a Travis Scott fan, Travis, put another banger out. You better not. If I hear you respond to this shit,
Good beat.
oh God, this is a crazy picture. Woo. That's a crazy picture.
Believe me when I say I'ma pull up when the stage drops. Believe me when I say she don't look good. Believe me.
Yo, what it is, TDC? It's your boy Srotonn here, but you can call me Tone. I listen. We finna watch the 20-year-old domino effect. About to lead it. Shout out to my dog Camille for requesting this because I say let me tell you something. Somebody in the comments was like, if you not a hip hop head, why you reacted to? You need to react to R&B. First of all, R&B is up on the channel. Second of all, bitch, because I enjoy it. Just because I'm not a hip hop head doesn't mean I don't enjoy hip hop. Like that's dumb. Let me get my shit off real quick. This is why a lot of people stray away from the hip hop community because y'all want to shape and form how every hip hop fan is supposed to be. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I want to watch this because I don't really know the lore, to be honest with you. I'm a Travis Scott fan though. I am. I'm not a fan of clips, but I respect that they can rap for sure.
So why would you pick two first names as your rap name?
That's
a valid question.
You cried in front of me. You died in front of me.
All right, so Pusha T just body slammed Travis Scott on new track So Be It.
That shit was so funny, bro. Like literally, like that nigga saw Travis Scott crying. Nigga Pusha T was like, hell no.
Bastards took your pride in front of me.
And some of y'all over there confused, like, wait, what Travis for real do? Bruh,
Yeah, I didn't know.
He did everything. He's literally J. Cole's doppelganger at this point.
All right.
He's his twin. This is deeper than bars. This is spiritual warfare with a beat, and Pusha came with the blade, and I don't blame him. So let's start with the obvious.
Yeah.
Drake went on Meltdown and dissed Pharrell.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of that heritage shit.
He said he was gonna melt down the change he bought from Pharrell's Heritage auction, like he was on some type of Pawn Star
Oh my God, I didn't know he said that. That's crazy.
episode or some shit. Drake over here really flexing Pharrell's chains as if he snatched them, as if he stole them or something. Corn on the cob, bro. You bought them at an auction. Calm down. And guess whose album that was on? Travis. Guess who helped produce parts of that same album? Pharrell. So Pharrell helps you make music. Drake hops on the track and cooks Pharrell, and you say nothing. Yeah, that's not Switzerland. That's straight up snake behavior. Throw him a Slytherin jacket. He's House Slytherin for real at this point. So you gotta understand, to Pusha, that's like dissing your grandmama while she cooking you gumbo.
And I get that because I do know that him and Pharrell, you know, so they go back. I didn't know that. I got to see what song that was because I don't remember that song, and maybe that just says a lot about whatever album that was on. But yeah, that's crazy. Imagine your homeboy producing something on your album, and then you let somebody else get on the track and this. I don't know, but I don't know.
Unforgivable. That's like unplugging the PlayStation during his 2K finals and saying it's just a game. Nah, that's not beef. That's generational trauma. Because why are you touching my game for? Why are you unplugging me? The part that's crazy is that Pusha said Travis pulled up to Pharrell's studio in Paris. Push, Malice, they were working. Real grown man rap happening. Then Travis comes bouncing in like a Fortnite skin, bouncing up and down like a Fortnite emote, interrupting everything, smiling hella big, cheesing, recording shit for promo. He's like, oh my God, everybody's here. Oh yeah, all that's cool, but what did he play? He played Meltdown. And what did he not play? The part where Drake disses Pharrell. So let's recap. You pull up uninvited, hijack the aux cord, play a track, but edit out the part that makes you look like a traitor. That's not neutral. That is bitch made. Travis Scott is being J. Cole. He's playing industry Switzerland, and no one respects that.
He's shameless. It all came from actually being in, carrying the, you know, the Utopia briefcase.
Right.
You know, doing his whole spiel. He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the Meltdown verse or whatever comes comes on, talking about
Melting Pharrell's jewelry.
yeah, and all of that. That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis.
This is what I get. This nigga just don't like Travis Scott. Which is cool. I'm not saying you gotta like everybody, because I definitely don't like everybody. But I think this was just kind of like, you know, when you already don't like somebody, kind of like the internet, right? When people do certain things, but then they do something that shows what you've already been knowing. I think that's kind of what it was like, the tip of the iceberg for Pusha T. He already didn't like Trav for whatever reason, but then he did this shit, so he was like, oh yeah, fuck this nigga.
Travis, he's harmless. I'm not into what his whole makeup. I took it there. And then to, like, you know, to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold.
Right.
And then, you know, do all that he did. It was like, man, I was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. You know, I've definitely... And I don't... I'm one of those people, bro, like, I can separate artists from the art. Artists from the art. And I know that a lot of people don't agree with that, which is cool. Some people, I can't do it though, depending on what you did and what some of y'all I can't do. Like, for example, R. Kelly, you're cooked. I'm sorry, I can't fuck with you no more. But a lot of these niggas, I'm gonna stop listening to a nigga because he's corny. I don't know if that's cool, because everybody's corny in some way. Now, will I admit that Travis Scott is corny for this? Yes, I will. But for me to be like, oh, Travis Scott is corny, so I can't listen to him no more. It just, to me, it just, had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried, and Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me. I had to help you. People take that type of shit for granted.
So what is Push really saying here? Travis is a fake neutral, a no pics type of dude. Whoever got clout, he's next to them like a wireless charger. He did that with Sicko Mode. Drake low-key disses Kanye, and Travis was silent about it.
Nothing nice. Ooh.
All right, bro. Nothing nice. Ooh, shut the fuck up.
And then go and hype up Future and Metros like that on his stage. Travis is on stage like, play that. I want to hear that.
Please, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Metro was trying to get out of here like, nah, Metro, you gotta let that shit go right now, bro.
Them selling dope, is you like that?
Man. I need that.
Travis, if you don't pick a side or pick a struggle, you can't keep playing middleman in rap wars like it's dodgeball. Push basically called out Travis the same way I feel like Kendrick and Drake should have called out J. Cole. He said it straight up. Travis, you got no loyalty, no integrity, and no spine. Push didn't just call Travis a cloud chaser. He called him a whole...
But what I will say is, and I probably have to do a little bit more research on this, but I think Drake did, I don't know, I could be lying my ass off, but I thought I seen something where Drake actually did something to make Travis mad. And so therefore, he chose that other side. You know what I mean? Like, just because somebody fucked with somebody before, doesn't mean I fuck with you now. You know how long ago Sicko Mode was? That shit was like, what, 2020, 2018, 19 or some shit like that? Like, things can happen in a few years, nigga.
Whore. Yeah, you heard that right. He called him a whore.
Oh,
He's a whore of the industry. Not sexually. Nah. More like, you know, mentally and spiritually. I'll link with anybody if it helps my brand kind.
Right.
Push basically
Which
said
is a lot of
he got
people.
that weak quality. I've already dealt with dudes like this. I ain't one of them. Basically saying you can jump from Ye to Drake to Kendrick all you want, but you're not about to jump and do those emote dances in my circle. And Push made it crystal clear.
This
wasn't
have
about
him in my
promo.
circle
Wasn't
either.
about headlines. Wasn't even about Travis. It's about loyalty. He said, hey, Pharrell helped helped you, he fed you, and you let a diss slide on your album with his name on the credits. That's like eating dinner at someone's house then leaving a 1-star Yelp review from their Wi-Fi. And what made it worse, Travis tried to pretend like none of this shit happened. Something that J. Cole basically did. I'm still on J. Cole's line. I can't stand
J. Cole. Yeah, and that J. Cole thing got me. It didn't, and it wasn't, to me, it wasn't the fact that he apologized and you whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. You know, like, oh, that shit was lame. But I think it is just in the way that J. Cole apologized, that's what made me like, man, this shit is corny as hell. Because he was basically saying, oh, I only did it because everybody else around me was like, oh, you got to do it. That's dumb. That's dumb, bro. Like, are you now he might be telling the truth. And if he is, that's a separate conversation that he's that easily influenced. I don't think that's true. There's no way that because other people wanted you to do it, you did it. And then to come out with that song afterwards about, oh yeah, like, yeah, but if I was to do it, you know what I'm saying, I would have won. Or, you know, just because a gun is silent don't mean it's not deadly. Nigga.
In his ass. Travis out here showing fake love to everybody, hyping up each artist like it's all peace, while letting them violently diss each other on his tracks are right there on his stage. Yeah, Travis over there smiling in Pharrell's face, but then let Drake melt his legacy on Meltdown. So Push is stating he don't move like that. He's basically saying, bro, I'm not doing that neutral shit over here. Don't pull that over here. We don't fake peace over here. We do real loyalty or real smoke. So let's be honest. Will Travis clap back? Hell nah, you know he ain't gonna do that. He's not a rapper like that. He ain't a battle rapper.
Boy, he better not. As a Travis Scott fan, Travis, nigga, you put another banger out. You better not. If I hear you respond to this shit, boy, you better not.
He records like he's inside of a lava lamp.
I don't want to hear
he's about to go bar for bar with Pusha T? Hell no.
Hell no.
Pusha writes real diss tracks like he's avenging a fallen samurai clan. Meanwhile, Travis is in his Batman outfit posting a blurry pic of his cereal.
Looking like a roach.
Everything's fine. Push over here writing in a candlelit room with a quill, whispering Latin curses while violins is playing in the background. I mean, they're not the same. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, this ain't just beef. This is about principles, friendship, legacy, lines you just don't cross.
Okay.
Travis played both sides. And honestly, I don't even think Push is mad for real like that. He just calling it how he sees it. Checking folks without raising his voice and shit. If it's just him saying, yeah, I don't move like y'all do. Basically, pimp slapped the fuck out of Travis without having to even do that. I think y'all forget who Pusha T is. He got a microphone and a memory. He don't let shit like that slide.
And I think, and what's kind of crazy is I really fuck with Pusha T, but for reasons that's different than y'all. I fuck with Pusha T because I'm the exact same way. I don't let nothing slide. The memory is there, nigga. I don't forget nothing. So my personality is like more like Pusha T, but and I'm from the South, bro. I just like that type of music that Trav put out. This is what it is. Not like I said, not to say that Pusha T bad, but it's the music I like.
So let's keep it lit for the kids who ride for Travis Scott and don't know their rap history. Or maybe
relax.
Even the new rap fanboys. A lot of people don't know their rap history, so I guess we'll do a little history lesson. I didn't really feel like doing that. This ain't random.
We'll do it, nigga.
It's a long time coming. This bar is honestly layered as hell. This little jab Pusha T threw at Travis.
You cried in front of me. You died in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
That wasn't a sneak diss. That was a generational backhand powered by 2 decades of unpaid invoices, stolen drip, and fake neutrality. Because what you just witnessed on So Be It isn't just about Meltdown. It's part of a long-ass domino effect that started all the way back in 2000.
Oh, yeah. I heard about this. Okay. Yeah, let's get to it.
2002 with the Clips, Birdman, Pharrell, and Lil Wayne, and just ended with Travis Scott being everybody's favorite fence sitter at this point. So if you're for real confused why Push is pressing Cactus Jack this hard and this crucial, let's look back at the whole situation. It all starts with the track What Happened to That Boy in 2002.
What happened to that boy?
Birdman got the Clips on the feature, and the Neptunes, aka Pharrell and Chad, produced the beat. And guess what? Birdman never paid him. Not at all.
That's what it was. That's what I knew. I remember hearing about that like a long time ago, but ain't gonna lie, Birdman didn't pay nobody for a long time, so it didn't really like he's so many people.
Right. Pharrell's legendary beat got ghosted by Baby like it was a Tinder date. Pharrell, being the chill alien genius that he is, just said, cool, I'm never working with y'all again. Fast forward, Wayne hits Pharrell up for some BBC gear. Lil Wayne is also loyal to Birdman and Cash Money, so he starts catching strays. Pharrell says, nah, respectfully, because of unpaid debt. Next thing you know, Wayne out here rocking Bape and BBC in public like he started it anyways. He didn't give a fuck. He said, fine, I'll go buy it myself. Clips saw it, fans saw it, and in 2006, they dropped Mr. Me Too.
Okay, everybody meet Mr. Me Too.
The subtext, Wayne is a copycat, a fashion fraud. Wayne responds with interviews like, who are them? I don't know them. We don't care.
So I'm guessing Pharrell started BBC. That is the... Why would you even want to? You know, like, if I reach out to somebody, I'm like, yo, fuck with me on the clothes. No, nigga. Nigga, fuck you and your brand, nigga. I'm not even finna go buy that shit. Like, so why would you even want to wear it? I do think that's strange. I'm not gonna lie.
So boom, Clips vs. Cash Money was born.
A writer who said something to Lil Wayne about fans referring to his fashion. Mm-hmm. And I think his response was F the Clips. That's what I remember happening. Gotcha. But before that, you know, I thought everything was cool.
Right, because I guess you guys were one of the first rappers to actually wear Bape.
Boo, boo, boo. Get him off the camera. Boo. God, I can't stand Vlad.
Yeah.
I hate that nigga,
okay,
bro.
and then Wayne
So
started
much.
wearing Bape, so I guess people compared it. But, I mean, that was just a hot brand, period, at the time.
So then that leads into the whole YMCMB versus Good Music Civil War era. Now, here's where it mutates into something bigger. The Clips beef with Wayne evolves into Pusha T versus Drake, aka Wayne's golden child. But in the background of all that, you have Jay-Z and Roc Nation beefing with Cash Money as well. Jay-Z back and forth versus towards Wayne and Birdman, because remember, Jay-Z was going to sign Wayne behind Birdman's back. Shit escalated, and Wayne started playing superhero to Birdman. Kanye, being a part of Roc Nation, didn't really take part in their feud. He stayed out the way for the most part of that. But then out of nowhere, Drake felt like he had to become the superhero of his group and started sneak dissing. And it all traced back to Watch the Throne.
Which
Why?
he's done
because
many
he
times.
felt Ye and Jay stole the whole big duo idea that him and Wayne were already doing.
That's kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's insane to feel like y'all are not the first duo to rap. So how the fuck you gonna get mad at somebody else for doing that? Why don't you just do it? Like, oh god.
For the taking. Watch me take
You know that we still got to do that album.
Yes, you still got to do that
Some
album.
other guys are coming out with that album too. There's two other guys that are coming out with
Okay.
an album together. Two other rappers that are coming out with an album together.
That's corny, bro.
I don't know where they got that idea, but so we'll see
What
how
do
that
you mean
goes.
the older guys?
Oh, I didn't say that.
Furthermore, he needs to watch his mouth when talking about Kanye and Jay. We got the comments that he said about Kanye and Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Two other rappers that are coming out with an album together. I don't know where they got that idea, but
He's got one album, a few hot mixtapes. He's a beginner. He needs to show.
Like it's two like they're the only two people who has ever done an album together. That's insane.
Respect when talking to those two.
Yeah, I don't know if I would think that Jay-Z and Kanye got that.
And Charlemagne, boy, you dick riding. God. Young Charlemagne, whew, he was insufferable. I couldn't stand his ass, boy.
You need to call him Mr. West and Mr. Carter, not those two other rappers.
What? No. God, can I see it in your mouth?
Drizzy saw Watch the Throne and was like, hold up, that's our thing. And just like that, boom, Kanye versus Drake was born. Throwing subs at each other in interviews and in songs. Then you got Kanye running Good Music and Wayne running Young Money. This is where it gets a little crazy and intense. You got the whole Common versus Drake beef. Common was one of the artists signed to Good Music.
Why does Common get in beef? I remember hearing about Common versus Ice Cube. What the fuck? But I think Common just be talking shit from what I remember. So I mean, shut your mouth. Stop.
That wasn't over bars. That was over Serena Williams. Like, forget the pin game. This was tennis court tension. Common dated Serena from 2007 to 2010. And right after the breakup, Drake pulled up like a light-skinned opportunist with a courtside seat and a soft smile. He put his cape on. He wanted to be Super Saver Serena. Common heard the subliminals and said, oh, all right, that's what we on. He dropped basically calling Drake soft with the lyrical equivalent of an open hand slap. Drake responded on Stay Scheming.
It bothers me when the gods get to acting like the bras.
With the fake tough guy flow, and Common wasn't having it.
Everybody know you're sweet. What the problem is?
What the problem is?
I imagine what your father is.
Called him Canada Dry and reminded everybody that passive aggressive don't work in Chi-Town.
Can't say my name but rap about a nigga's wife. You so black and white trying to live a nigga's life.
Damn.
I'm taking too long with this amateur guy. You ain't wetting nobody, nigga. You Canada Dry.
We all don't like passive aggressive people.
Yeah, that was kind of weak. But I get it though. You know what I'm saying? Real beef. I fuck with I saw Sean C say that, you know, rap beef, well, disses without real beef be falling flat. I can't say that nigga's wrong. It just does something. It just does something. It adds a little extra something. Like this thing, you really don't like that. Like Pusha T versus Drake shit, nigga, that was crazy. I remember that was crazy.
That's why I don't like J. Cole. I can't stand it. But eventually Drake's dad had to step in at the Grammys saying, y'all better squash that mess before it hits the red carpet. And they did. Peace was restored. But the Serena saga, that's legendary petty, and we all know about that already.
Hell yeah.
And then there's Big Sean versus Drake.
Drake
that
will
wasn't
not
some
let
loud rap
Serena
beef. It was
go.
more like a shady Cold War with ad-libs and side eyes. That all started when Big Sean felt like Drake jacked his super duper punchline flow.
I came up with the rhyme scheme a lot of people thought he came up with. I call it the super duper flow, but it's the flow. He kind of made it more popular on that song Forever with him, Wayne, and Drake. It was kind of the one word punchline. I did it on my second mixtape I released like in 2009, where I was like, I'm super duper trooper, used to the bottom scuba. I am the king of my castle, Cooper.
You guys remember that flow?
Oh, because the shit that Drake did. What was he said? Fuck.
The pause, punch, and metaphor.
Right.
I'm on the top floor getting brains, high and learning.
The very flow that Big Sean made hot. And suddenly Drake is using it like he invented it, stole it, colonized it.
Swimming in the money, come and find me, Nemo.
Then Drake started to sneak diss him.
But get it while you here, boy. Cause all that hype don't feel the same next year, boy.
Boy.
Slipping in Big Sean's signature boy ad-lib while also low-key coming for Kanye.
That could be a stretch. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe if he would have said it like him, if he would have been like, boy, or whatever the fuck. I know that's a stretch, but I can see people getting mad at shit like that. Because at first I was finna be like, I don't know, Big Sean, but nah, I can see it now.
Ye and Sean at the same time.
Don't make me take your life apart, boy. You and whoever the fuck gave you a star, boy.
The shade was subtle but disrespectful. They would eventually patch things up until Kendrick dropped that control verse.
Get that shit out of here.
That lit the whole thing on fire again on Big Sean's own track. Now Drake's salty, Big Sean's embarrassed, and Kendrick just smiling like a villain. This beef wasn't Drake's salty, and that they would eventually patch things up until Kendrick dropped that control verse.
That control verse is crazy. I was, and it's so crazy that I remember where I was when I first heard that.
That shit was crazy.
And that lit the whole thing on fire again on Big Sean's own track. Now Drake's salty, Big Sean's embarrassed, and Kendrick just smiling like a villain. This beef wasn't loud, but it was hella petty, hella personal. It officially ended once they collabed for that Blessed track. And then, of course, Drake versus Pusha T, which would turn toxic and
that
destructive.
Shit was
Both
crazy.
became the soldiers of the team. We got the story of Adidon, secret baby reveals, the whole damn internet imploding. And guess who's just standing there watching all of this shit that we just talked about happen? Guess who's standing there saying this is crazy while collecting every invite to both sides' house parties? Travis, the industry Switzerland Scott. Travis Scott is Ye's protege, or maybe even opportunist. Travis signed to Kanye's very good beat.
Oh God, this is a crazy picture. Woo. That's a crazy picture.
Beats in 2012, which is under the umbrella Good Music. It was a publishing deal. He was literally Ye's production baby. Came up under Good Music, using their beats, made their beats, ate their shine to develop his own. And in 2016, that deal quietly ended. And that's when Travis basically drifted away. Started working with everybody. 1 minute he's Ye's guy. Next minute he's collabing with Drake. Then he's filming Pharrell listening to Utopia while hiding Drake's diss on Meltdown. And Pusha sees all of this shit. Remember, Travis came up under Pusha and the other Good Music.
And the only bait I will give him, right? And you can say that that's not even loyalty. Is some people. I'm not that type of person though. I actually need to work on that. I'm the type of person I'd be like, nah, fuck him. But I know people who are like, hey, bro, like I don't have no problem with so and so. You have the problem. I don't have the problem with so and so. So is it even fair that I can't, you know what I'm saying? When the and I kind of feel that. You know what I'm saying? Why is it? So that's the only bait I would give him, because some people really be like, bro, I don't have a problem with these people. I don't feel like it's fair that I can't do or work with these people when I don't have a problem with them. But, you know, everybody think differently.
Artists as part of their team all those years. And in his eyes, that's not business. That's betrayal. He knew the tension between Young Money and Good Music. He's seen
but that whole
everything
Drake
that
and Pharrell thing
behind the scenes
that
all those
verse,
years.
That's crazy.
He said Travis has no picks. Basically, Travis is loyal to only his vibes. So watching quietly, Meltdown was Pusha's final straw. And here's where the dagger lands. Drake disses Pharrell on Meltdown. Talks about melting his jewelry, disrespecting the legacy. Right. Travis album. And Pharrell, who's part of that album's production, that's just chilling. That's weird. He's not knowing what's coming. He's blindsided. Pusha says Travis pulled up to Paris, walked in Pharrell's session, smiled and danced in their faces, filming them for promo. But he fails to play Drake's diss verse. He finessed that. And when the album dropped, Pharrell gets torched.
The dance, imagine him dancing just cracks me up. Y'all remember the video of him like slapping that fucking laptop? That's what all I can think of.
Pusha was right there and he said never again.
You cried in front of me, you died in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
I mean, two things stood out the most to me. Besides everything else, two things really stood out the most where I feel like he was trying to drop a bomb on Travis.
Her Utopia had moved right up the street and her lip gloss was popping, she ain't need you to eat.
Her lip gloss was popping, she ain't need you to eat. Of course, that's Kylie Jenner, the billionaire lip kit queen. Notice he says her Utopia.
The what?
Kylie Jenner, the billionaire lip kit queen.
Billionaire lip kit queen. Okay. I've never heard anybody say that about her before.
Notice
funny.
He says her Utopia. Her Utopia. Even though the word Utopia makes us think Travis to let us know that's who he's talking about, he said her Utopia moved up the street.
Her Utopia had moved right up the street and her lip gloss was popping, she ain't need you to eat.
And her lip gloss was popping, she don't need you to eat. And I'm sitting here like, who moved up the street? Hold on, what's going on here? Who moved by Kylie Jenner's house where her lip gloss was popping on this guy? Like, who was she glazing? But then there's that follow-up verse, which ties back into another messy triangle.
The net gon' call it the way that they see it, but I got the video I can share in AE.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I was like, ooh. I didn't know what video he was talking about. At first I thought it was like he got a video of him crying, but I was like, damn. Now I'm like, he got a video of some Nick, like, I don't want to see neither of those videos. That's
Tyga
messy
dated
as hell.
Kylie when she was 17. AE, Tyga's best friend,
yes, he did.
Was there through it all. Travis started messing with Kylie right as she and Tyga was ending. Tyga would then legit demand a DNA test for Stormy because the timeline was just too close and too sus. He was like, yo, I think that's my baby. So who the hell is AE and why is he getting mentioned in Pusha T bars? And another way that you're able to tell that he's talking about AE, the bar itself. He says, I can share and AE it.
The net gon' call it the way that they see it, but I got the video, I can share and AE it.
AE and Cher, the singer, are dating.
They are. Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really into the circle like that. Why does he have this tattoo on his forehead? That's crazy. Don't know this nigga, don't know this brother. Didn't even know he was associated with anybody. It's just always like, it's always a new, not even a new, just like somebody always brand new pop up. And I'll be like, who the fuck are these people? But this nigga, he might be a big deal in hip hop, but I don't know.
It was a clever wordplay to point exactly what he's talking about. I could share and AE it. All right, so AE stands for Alexander Edwards.
Like 70?
He's a Bay Area native from Oakland. And no, he's not just Cher's boyfriend. That man been in the industry. Former VP of A&R at Def Jam.
Okay.
Works with Tyga.
That's what I knew. He had to be somebody.
And been running things behind the scenes with labels like Sony Music Publishing. But get this, he was also in a rap group back in the day called the A's alongside Ice.
What is a big ass hat?
And Speedy. They had the hyphy slaps. Their track Yada I Mean was on MTV Jam's heavy rotation. So AE, he ain't new to this. Music, fights, fashion, drama, and now sneak disses and clips records. You gotta respect the resume. So why was AE's name dragged in the verse? And what video is Pusha talking about? Let's connect these dots because this wasn't random.
The net gon' call it the way that they see it, but I got the video, I can share and AE it.
Now, yeah, it sounds like a slick A&E, I could air it out bar. But knowing Pusha, that's not all he's doing. He's throwing shade towards Kylie's $1 billion lip kit empire and suggesting Travis wasn't the real prize in that situation. She was. But the AE part, that's different. That's not random. So Travis and AE actually had an altercation in 2024 over there in France. You know, them rich people after party. Travis and AE had a full-blown scuffle on stage.
Goddamn.
Travis got pressed, AE pushed back, and reportedly dragged Travis across the stage like a toddler at bedtime. So when Pusha says, I got the video.
Oh, you talking about this one? I ain't gonna lie, but he might fucking Travis up.
The name drops AE.
The net gon' call it the way that they see it, but I got the video, I can share and AE it.
It sounds like he's using that moment to underline something way deeper.
God damn. Oh! All these niggas is probably drunk. Well, God, falling over shit. How do you fall over that chair? Oh, damn! Who is getting fucked up like that?
They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it.
Almost like he's hinting there's tension between Travis and AE and Tyga over Kylie again. Pusha's bar might be saying, look, she's good without you. And one of her old ties might still be circling. And
sidebar, I hate, aggravated, annoyed every time somebody, especially these motherfucking celebrities, athletes, rapper, whatever the fuck, they beefing, it's over a girl every single time. Every single time. That shit is whack to me. But I don't know, maybe just because I've never personally beefed over a girl, but dog, that's just so corny. Like what?
And that video could be something personal. It
that
could be
none of y'all are dating anymore, by the way.
It could even be the actual footage from the altercation incident back in France. Either way, it's a warning shot. And knowing Pusha, he doesn't bluff.
Is everything all cool now? That was a crazy incident?
What you talking about?
I mean, everybody saw the video, dog. Like, it's all resolved.
It's all good.
But look, man, I mean, you don't even need a bodyguard, dog.
he ain't have to work that night.
He didn't have to work.
Hey, but shout out Southside. That's my I know he was just defending his boy and doing what he was supposed to be doing as his boy. I don't got no hard feelings. It is what it is. It went how it went. That's it.
So it was just off of you guys. It wasn't where you heard Travis said something and approached the bodyguard.
I don't want to fight. I don't initiate that shit. Get money, living their dreams. I ain't about that, but you know, I'm gonna protect myself and my people.
Right.
So that's it. That's all it is. So,
but the whole
the nigga is lying. Whatever he talk about, he's lying. So again, there was a reason why you pressed those.
Situation's actually funny. Gets a little nastier. Kanye left Amber Rose for Kim.
Right.
Amber Rose was besties with Black China. China has a son with Tyga. China started to become.
What? I don't think I knew that. I thought
best friends with Kim Kardashian. Tyga would later cheat on China with Kylie. China would say fuck their family and dip. Kylie would then leave Tyga for Travis, who's Ye's protege.
Right.
China would go back and circle the block and have a baby with Rob Kardashian.
Right.
AE, Tyga's homie, started dating Amber Rose, and they also had a baby together. So do you see how
that's so weird? That's so weird. Everybody, like, these are grown ass adults. Everybody just mixing and mingling fluids back and forth. Like damn. Like, you got her? Okay. And in the back of your mind, you like, damn, I look, you want to fuck that. That's so crazy. That's crazy, bro.
This little love triangle just went full circle. Like, I know some messy shit has happened. There has to be. I mean, it's already messy. We started with Amber and Kanye. We are ending with AE and Amber with a baby.
Oh shit.
The rap industry didn't just beef. They started a group chat, a bloodline, and probably a Netflix password.
Everybody's
you can't
related.
Make this shit up.
Literally,
whatever
everybody's
that
related.
bar was referring to, I'm sure there's way more to it than just the fight scene itself. We don't know what they were fighting about. I'm assuming it was Kylie. Is Kylie messing around with Tyga again? Is she messing with AE? Is she messing with nobody? We don't know what happened. And I'm pretty sure Pusha is itching to tell us what happened. He's just waiting for a reason. So Travis, you better not give him that reason.
Don't do it,
because I'm sure it's fucked up. Anyways, at the end of the day, this diss wasn't just about headlines. Push said it's about principle, loyalty, respect, boundaries. He sees Travis as a fake neutral. He plays both sides for a spotlight. He said, I've already dealt with the disloyalty. Don't bring that shit over here. He's a whore, not sexually, industrially. The kind who will jump on whatever's trending. Ye, Drake, Kendrick, whoever. And Push ain't going for it anymore. The beef never died. It just evolved. So when you guys ask, why did Pusha diss Travis? At this point, it's not just about Meltdown. This is about unpaid beats from...
Yeah, so this is like a whole like years, like you said, 20-year domino effect, years of just like niggas making him mad, and I feel it.
2002, jacking people's drip since 2006, backstabbing in 2023. It's a full circle rap family betrayal saga. And Travis, by playing both sides, ended up getting cooked like the others. So nah, Push's diss wasn't random. It was the final domino in a 20-year timeline of disrespect. And Travis, he didn't just catch a stray. He walked into the crossfire wearing everybody else's chains, like a groupie. Let that be a lesson to all industry Switzerlands out there. J. Cole, pick a side, or you might just get packed out by history itself. This whole timeline was one big domino effect. Birdman, you should have paid for real. Quit being broke. All this shit wouldn't even have happened. And here we are, laughing at fucking elephant beats, and now Travis is getting bitch slapped lyrically because of you.
Oh, Lil Wayne. This is dope, man. As always, deleted. As always, great video. Yeah, that was crazy. Didn't expect it. Camille, thank you for telling me, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, bro. And to me, I put all this as well in the celebrity group. I don't keep up with celebrities. That's not my bag. If you drop some shit, I'm gonna listen to it. Whatever the whole backstory about that, I'm not gonna get it. I don't know why you beefing with Big Sean. I don't know why you beefing with AE. Don't even know who I don't know these things. And if you feel like that makes me not a hip hop person, sure, go with it. But that's just not my bag. So, but I actually appreciate everybody for coming through, man. We gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Till next time. I'm out.